First thing for the checklist today are our shirts. The first thing you're going to want to make sure that you pack are your 2 base layer shirts. I recommend bringing 2. These can be long sleeve or short sleeve. As you can see here, we have a short sleeve and a long sleeve. You're going to want this material to be polyester, polypropylene, or maybe wool, depending on how thin it is. The next thing you're going to want to pack is a light insulated jacket. As you can see here, this is a fleece jacket. Another insulated option that you can bring is a jacket such as this. This is polyester. Both of these are going to be good insulation layer jackets. Here is a video of my outer shell. It is a Gore-Tex that I got when I was in the Corps. So that kind of material is really good for keeping the elements out. Before we go any farther on what to pack, we need to go over base layers. Layering is probably one of the most important things to do while you're camping. There's a few reasons for this. Contrary to popular belief, the way you look is much less important than the performance of what you wear. So when you're layering, you want to make sure that you can keep warm when it's cool out and keep cool when it's hot out. You want something that's durable but light, and most importantly, you want something that will keep you dry. So when you're up in the mountains, if you're not dry, you get wet, and if you get wet, you get cold very quickly, which at best, it can be uncomfortable, and at worst, it can be life-threatening. So the first layer that you're going to want to use is your base layer. This is usually some pretty thin material. It can be polypropylene, polyester, wool, anything like that. But it's a thin layer, basically an undergarment layer that you put over your whole body. And this is going to wick moisture away from your skin to keep you dry, so that way you're not getting wet and subsequently getting cold. The next layer is your insulation layer. This layer is designed to keep a pocket of dead air in between your skin and the clothing, and as your body warms up, it heats the air up, which then continues to heat you up. So this layer traditionally it can be wool, but you can also use polyester or you can use fleece. The material you use for this layer is very important because you want something that will continue to evaporate moisture, but will also keep your body warm. So, like I said, wool, polyester, fleece are all good options. This right here on top is polyester, or you can use fleece just like right here. Now, the last layer that you're going to want is called the outer layer or the shell. The purpose for this layer is to keep that insulated layer on the inside from getting disrupted by the elements. So you want something that's resistant to the wind and to the wet. This layer, the best available quality would probably be Gore-Tex. You can use any old rain jacket. Now, keep in mind that the shell is going to heat you up a lot. So this is the purpose for layering. As you get more active and you're moving up the mountain, you can take the shell off and just keep the lower 2 layers on. Or after you take the shell off and you continue going up the mountain, you begin to get cooler, you can put the shell back on to heat back up. All right, hope that helped. Now we're going to move on to the rest of the shirts. The next shirts that you're going to want to pack are 2 or more, depending on how much space you have, cotton t-shirts. Much of the weather that we'll experience out there will be t-shirt weather. The next shirt that you're going to want to pack is a long sleeve cotton t-shirt. This is going to be very important for Utah and Arizona. Additionally, while this shirt right here is pure cotton, you can also wear a mixture of cotton and nylon. So if you've noticed so far, I've been recommending that you don't wear cotton clothes in Colorado. The reason for this is, well, let's refer to a well-known saying among hikers: cotton kills. The reason this saying is so popular is that in almost every single hike in the United States, if you wear cotton, you're going to have a very bad time, and in some situations, it might even be deadly. Think about this: if you're in the South, where we live, where it's really humid, and you're wearing a long cotton shirt, it is going to be very humid. It's going to absorb all that moisture. Cotton absorbs moisture, so you're going to be very hot and very sticky. Or if you wear a cotton shirt in Colorado, it's going to be very cold outside. So when you're hiking, it's going to be absorbing all that moisture from your sweat instead of wicking it off your skin, and you're going to get very cold very quick, which can lead to hypothermia. However, in Utah, in the dry heat of Utah and in the dry heat of Arizona and other desert areas, long sleeve cotton shirts are fantastic to wear. The reason for this, as counterintuitive as it sounds, is that it absorbs the moisture. So for the same reason that you don't want to wear it in Colorado is the reason you're going to be wearing it in Utah, because it's going to keep you cool. Also, because it's long sleeves, it's going to keep the sun off your skin. So while you could use a short sleeve t-shirt and put on sunscreen, this is going to save you from constantly putting on sunscreen, and it's going to keep you more cool. So this black t-shirt right here is nylon and cotton mix. So you can do cotton and nylon mix, cotton and polyester mix, anything like that. But I would recommend choosing a lighter color than these two here if you have it.